Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and there's a question I get asked, I think literally every stream I ever do over on twitch.tv/Zeddy. By the way, if you don't follow me over there, we stream every Tuesday through Saturday, whether it's Arena, Standard, Wild, we do it all. It's a lot of fun, but I get asked all the time, what pack should I buy? Should I buy Standard packs? Should I buy the latest expansion? I wanted to give a little bit of a deep dive on packs, what you should get, and kind of the strategy behind them, because there are some kind of unwritten rules you might not be aware of. And what's not an unwritten rule, though, is on YouTube, you can subscribe to whatever channel you want, and we're on the road to 69,420 subs. And if you feel like douchebag Zeddy has earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. We'll have a big giveaway at that milestone. So when scrolling through the shop, the amount of packs is quite staggering. Over the years, how many expansions, how many different variations, all that stuff, and they all cost the exact same in gold value, unless it's a golden pack, and we'll talk about those in a second. But I want to go over kind of what you should do as a strategy, whether you're a standard player, wild player, go through all of that. If you're a brand new player and you have absolutely no cards and you got, you know, your free stuff for your their tutorial, your free deck and all of that, what packs should you be opening up? A lot of the time I will recommend, particular if we're going to focus on standard at least to begin with, opening standard packs. Standard packs are a pretty efficient way of acquiring the latest cards because it includes every expansion from every set. So you're not just going to get, you know, one specific set. You can kind of diversify your collection. If you're a player, obviously, if you're looking for a more specific card or specific set, yeah, maybe you want to focus on Festival Legends, but right now it's not a high impact set. I actually don't put that as a big priority. Another very important thing to note is that the first, basically your first 10 packs for any expansion, and I believe this is separated between golden and standard packs. In your first 10 packs, you are guaranteed a legendary card. You are guaranteed one. So if you're just starting off, I always recommend get 10 Festival Legend cards, get 10 March of the Lich King packs, get 10 Nathria, 10 Sunken City. In those first 10 packs, you will be guaranteed a legendary. You can always stop opening them, say it's in your first few, but whatever, that applies. And I believe, again, you want to correct me on any of this stuff in the comments below, please do, because it's always like, I'm not entirely sure on some of it, but I believe that does apply for standard packs, golden standard packs, wild, and then all the wild sets. The only reason I'm not entirely sure is in the disclosure rates here. It says one legendary card is guaranteed within the first 10 packs of a new card expansion, then subsequent legendaries. And I don't know if they just qualify a new expansion as just standard or if it's new to you. And the same is written here for golden packs, where a golden legendary is guaranteed within the first 10. So that can be a really good strategy. If you haven't opened these packs, you're relatively new, or you haven't opened a lot of these other expansions, you probably want to do that. I'd also try, if you can, to keep track of when you've opened your most recent legendary. Say it's like in the first 10 packs and you're still buying more of that set. The pity timer, basically meaning you are guaranteed to get a legendary after opening so many packs. Basically, for every set after that first 10, you are guaranteed a legendary every 40 packs. So maybe you hit that timer, you hit that 40, and you're going to open that legendary. Maybe you want to move on to the next expansion, which might be approaching that pity timer, and you might open a legendary up more quickly that way. So if you could track it, they're independent for every expansion and like card type or a pack type of that expansion. Just be aware, the pity timer on these things are 40 packs. I also get asked, should I open golden packs? Almost always no. The dust value you get from a golden pack, even if you buy it for just 400 gold, you're not spending money on it, doesn't make the difference up. It just doesn't. They're not efficient to acquire cards. They're not efficient to acquire dust. The main reason and why I buy them and I use my gold for them is they have a higher rate of dropping signature cards, which if you want to get signature cards, you are someone who is trying to do that. Opening golden packs is better for that, but you have to open golden Festival Legend packs or golden standard packs because they're not included in Nathria. They're not included in Sunken City because signatures weren't basically included in those sets. Also, there was signature packs from March of the Lich King that are 500 gold. Again, not worth acquiring unless you really want the Lich King signature cards. The drop rate's even better on those, hence why they're more expensive, but the signature cards for March of Lich King are, yeah, they're not very good, so a lot of people are probably passing on that. Another thing I will always throw out there, this isn't specific for pack opening, but basically every mini set costs 2,000 gold. There's a mini set for every expansion, and there's a golden option, a normal option. I always recommend getting the normal one, and they cost 2,000 gold. We will be expecting a mini set to launch either like early June, late May. So you're going to want to keep track of how fast you're acquiring gold and try your absolute hardest to have 2,000 gold ready for that mini set launch that will accompany Festival Legends. We don't have any details. We'll probably know when it's coming when they put out a heroic brawl, which costs 1,000 gold to enter. I'll warn everybody who needs to save their gold and not enter that, but that'll be a video for a different day, unless they don't do it this time around. But if history is any indicator, we expect a heroic brawl to come out right before a mini set. But yeah, that's the basic strategy. Get your standard packs if you need that like breadth of cards you're missing a lot, or if you're missing a niche part, focus on those expansions, open up the first 10 of each set. But what about I want to play wild? I want to build a wild collection. Should I buy wild packs? They're worth it, right? They only contain wild cards. No, you do not want to buy wild packs almost ever. They are, I would basically recommend buying the first 10 until you get that guaranteed legendary and then stopping, because the average wild card is absolutely terrible. The majority of the epics, the legendaries, they don't help you fill out your collection at all. I recommend crafting for wild. Wild, you basically, through your pack opening on other stuff, through mini sets, through dusting old cards, or through dust refunds on nerfs, I recommend getting wild cards to either crafting, or if you want to buy an old adventure, they're usually pretty decent value. Like League of Explorers, for example, you get Reno, you get Finley, you get Elise, you get all the League of Explorers. They're, for the most part, they're pretty good, and you get a bunch of other cards. Unfortunately, in 2023, you still can't buy them with gold, which is pretty outrageous. But with regards to wild, to me, it's basically a craft only format where you want to craft those niche legendaries, those epics that you need, and build them up over time. It is important to note that on that timeline for this year, there's something planned for wild. We don't know what it is. The devs tweeted out, you know, hold on to your wild cards. I didn't recommend that because I know how valuable your like that dust is on a standard rotation to the average player, and I'm like, I just can't encourage, like, you know, spend more money and all of that. But keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that maybe there will be some cool stuff to do with wild. But again, I'm not entirely sure. But let's say you haven't bought Rossicon's Rumbles packs before because, well, they're terrible. I believe if you, in your first 10, you'll get a guaranteed legendary. Again, hopefully somebody can confirm that in the comments below. That's the only thing I'm not sure of, but that's the only strategy I could possibly see going down. And even then, I wouldn't do that. And also, I will say, I mentioned this quite a bit, there's a free Frozen Throne adventure on Hearthstone. You can hop over to the adventures, I believe, the wild only adventures, and you can download Knights of the Frozen Throne adventure. You can claim it for free. I already have it and all that. But if you do that and you complete the little beginning tutorial part, you can get a free Death Knight card, which you can either play in wild or disenchant for 400 dust. Also have to recommend, I mentioned this multiple times, but you can get free packs right now if you haven't done this already. Head over to the Solo Adventures tab, go to the Book of Heroes, go to Book of Mercenaries. If you complete every single one of these, basically every single one will grant you a class pack for the respective classes. If you do all of them, I believe you get a golden pack on top of it. So if you haven't done that already, that's like 20-ish free packs just waiting for you. If you are looking to build your collection with money, the best value for your buck in Hearthstone is typically buying a mini set for like 15, 20 bucks, is buying these, basically these bundles that show up, 20 basically 20 packs for 20 USD, 25 Canadian, getting 2 duplicate protected legendaries. Like, the bundles are the best value. Buying packs straight up for money is basically always bad. I never do that myself. I always buy the bundles. I buy the pre-orders, things like that. If you're looking at actually spending money, bundles are absolutely the way to go, and buying packs on their own is basically, I think, never really worth it. I don't do it, haven't done it in years. I stick to all the bundles, and you guys can see my collection is pretty full, mostly golden cards, and I'm sitting on like 27,000 dust, and my button is at 230,000. And yeah, I buy all the bundles, don't get me wrong. I spend way too much. Thankfully, it's my job and I can afford it. It makes sense. But yeah, just buying the bundles, if you're looking at spending money, definitely the most efficient way to go. And again, really do not recommend buying individual packs for money. And oh yeah, would you like to get some free packs? Well, this weekend, the Masters Tour will be on over on Twitch and YouTube, but I believe the drops are only on Twitch. The details aren't like super great. They're not super clear, but this is the Masters Tour event. I believe it's starting either, it says 9 a.m. Pacific. On Twitter, it said 10 a.m. Pacific. It'll be going on all day over twitch.tv/playhearthstone. I believe you'll be able to earn up to 2 Festival Legends packs. It doesn't even say the hours amount. I imagine it's 2 hours for one pack, 2 hours for another. You don't have to watch it. All you have to do is have the stream loaded. You can put it on in another tab, have it on your phone, on your computer, whatever. But they're Festival Legends packs. They're free. And if you want to watch it, they'll be basically, these players will be competing for a spot at maybe the last ever Worlds, looking that way, where all these players will be competing. I'll be rooting on McBanterface, Gamer RVG, Meaty, and Casey. Those are my guys. I'm gonna root them on. But whoever you got there, go and check it out, get your free stuff. And yeah, if you're enjoying it, maybe you want to watch it and check it out. Anyways, hope those tips helped, and hopefully you get those free packs. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.